Welcome to the self-paced certificate course on monitoring, evaluation, and learning for development professionals. This course aims to provide conceptual clarity on MEL through a practitioner's lens and real-world examples. The aim of this course is to also develop cross-sectoral and cross-disciplinary perspectives to approach unique problems and create a space for peer learning, collective thinking, and networking for early career developmental professionals. Equip participants with the knowledge and practical skills to plan, conduct, and manage effective M&E of programs and foster continuous learning and program improvement. The course also aims to contextualize the application of existing MEL frameworks and approaches in a global South context and build critical perspectives on various aspects of MEL practice and theory. In Module 1, we will talk about monitoring, evaluation, and learning and the various concepts related to it. But first, let us define what MEL means. M stands for monitoring in the MEL process. It refers to the routine tracking of project resources, activities, and results, and the analysis of the information to guide project implementation. It can be said to be the systematic and continuous collection and analysis of information about the progress of development intervention. Monitoring ensures that all the people who need to know about the intervention are properly informed and decisions can be taken in a timely manner. E stands for evaluation in the MEL process. According to Michael Scriven, the process of determining the merit, worth, or value of something or the product of the process is evaluation. It refers to the periodic assessment and analysis of an ongoing or completed project. L stands for learning in the MEL process. It is a process through which information generated from M&E is reflected upon and intentionally used to improve a project's ability to achieve results continuously. Now that we know what MEL stands for, we can also say that it is an approach to evaluate or assess programs. It provides tools to help grant makers evaluate and improve programs. NGOs, government agency, and other grant makers can use MEL when they need a systematic way to monitor comprehensively, evaluate selectively, and learn continuously to support their programs or initiatives. Let us consider an example of a problem in Nairobi, the capital of Kenya. In Nairobi city's rural communities, the number of females suffering from HIV/AIDS infection is rising. Women don't seek therapy for a variety of reasons, including a lack of confidence in medicine, accessibility issues, social stigma, and the cost of the medical treatment itself. To solve this problem, a health system has been established to implement prevention and treatment policies. Within the confines of the current legal system, health professionals have gained new abilities and can provide the HIV/AIDS community with the necessary support. For such a project, MEL can help solve crucial questions that can determine the success of this intervention. Some of these questions can be: how to design the project? What should be its key components? What causal pathways should it build? Who should it target? Etc. And once the project is implemented, questions such as how to monitor the project, how to use monitoring data, how many indicators should we have, etc. become crucial. This is primarily the work of MEL. Let's take a closer look at the history of evaluation, which 4 waves of political thought have shaped: the experimental wave, the dialogic wave, the neoliberal wave, and the evidence-based wave. Robert Picciotto has also identified a 5th wave, which he calls the social impact wave. But there's one more which has started to emerge prominently, and it's called the transformation wave. Before we can understand the 6th wave, we must talk about the meaning of transformation in the first place. Evaluators work in situations where social inequalities make it hard to make choices about programs and how to measure their success. For this reason, the definition of ethics is important for evaluators who consciously position themselves as promoters of human rights and social justice. To help with these kinds of big choices, the transformative paradigm provides a way to think about the assumptions that guide evaluators. This puts evaluators in the complicated territory of cultural views and norms that may help or hurt social change that is transformative. Rather than giving priority to evaluator-driven transformational evaluations of global public policies and programs, International Evaluation Academy, which is the IAA, proposes to probe new frontiers in evaluation knowledge and practice. This includes Social Tipping Points, which is a research and demonstration initiative focused on improving understanding of how tipping points accelerate environmental and social transitions, and how evaluation can use this new knowledge to trigger positive social change. Number 2 is Beyond GDP Measures. In this, display alternatives to the GDP metric for ranking national performance towards socially and environmentally sustainable outcomes are covered. Third, broadening the evaluation agenda. This initiative would examine whether transformation should be added to accountability and learning as an overarching evaluation goal, and if so, how this new goal might productively connect with the other goals. Number 4, climate litigation support. This domain explores how evaluation methods can be used to assess legal interventions aimed at improving compliance with global climate agreements. It seeks to determine the effectiveness of these methods and their potential for supporting climate change mitigation efforts. Number 5, decolonization. Decolonization in evaluation means moving away from Western ways of thinking and behaving and making evaluation a public good instead of a market commodity. This involves exploring new evaluation approaches and engaging in dialogues with partners to encourage reform. Now let us have a look at the MEL landscape from the view of the South. After independence, centralized planning processes needed information from evaluations. Because of this, the Central Program Evaluation Office (PEO) was set up with field offices in all 50 states, but it could only evaluate a small number of programs. At the moment, the Department of Monitoring and Evaluation Office at NITI Aayog is in charge of program monitoring and evaluation for all central and centrally sponsored schemes. Then, an era of international aid began, and evaluation started to be done all over the world. It also led to the start of groups for professionals. In 1991, funders from Global North were looking for accountability. That is, how has their money been spent? Evaluators from the Global North used to conduct evaluations in the Global South. This led to the formation of professional associations in the Global North. Finally, the OECD came up with the DAC criteria to evaluate the policies and programs. From the 2000s to the 2010s, there was a slow change from evaluation of aid to evaluating development. Due to this, the Paris Declaration on Aid Effectiveness was launched in the year 2005. It focused on the use of evaluation for learning, program improvement, and evidence-based policy making. It was geared to serve the needs of marginalized and deepened citizen engagement. Lastly, evaluation discourse came into being. This is where localized ways of evaluating, decolonization, and other things came into play. If we look deeper into MEL, we can see that it shows a wide landscape around the world. Professional bodies and networks like the International Organization for Cooperation in Evaluation, the Voluntary Organization for Professional Evaluation, etc., were set up to improve the culture and systems of evaluation. In addition, the Indian government has set up national evaluation systems and policies, such as NITI Aayog and the Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office, among others. There are also independent evaluation organizations like World Bank and Asian Development Bank. Furthermore, evaluation firms such as JPAL Sambodhi have also come into action. Having had a lesson in the basics surrounding MEL, we will now discuss concepts such as program cycles, theories, and work on defining program contours. We hope this video was informative and we look forward to seeing you in the next.